Hi, my name is Antonino McInnis. Today I will be discussing an IT instrumented way that a socio-technical system reflects the tension between personal responsibility and accountability versus the fiduciary standard of placing the client's interest before those of their influencers. For my example, I have decided to use the terms and conditions of Apple. A study showed that roughly only 7% of people actually read Apple's terms and conditions. These terms and conditions consist of important privacy issues, but they are lodged there in between many preposterous things. Some of these things include agreements that you will not manufacture nuclear, biological, or chemical weapons using Apple software. This is very unnecessary. Upon accepting these terms, you have also agreed to allow Apple to track your location, the names and relationships of your contacts, and recordings of what you say to Siri. They can send this information to other third parties with the permission that you have awarded them by accepting those terms. Many users are not aware of this because they trust that Apple is placing their best interests before those of their influencers. A parody was actually made. In an episode of South Park, many characters received an Apple product. They were then instructed to read the terms and agreement. The terms and agreement are approximately 60 pages, but they were exaggerated to put emphasis on how long and unnecessary they actually are. Everyone in town took the time to read it instead of assuming that Apple would have their best interest. The few users who trusted Apple ended up being picked up by force and used for a scientific experiment known as the human centipede, which is essentially three humans attached to each other with an iPad in front of them, similar to the movie The Human Centipede. Although this example was clearly a dramatization, it successfully illustrated why a fiduciary protection enfeebles us and also showed why people should be more hands-on in these situations.